SMT Nation, let me have a moment of your time so I could tell you a little bit about our partner, Southern New Hampshire University, otherwise known as SNHU. SNHU is a great opportunity for a lot of you out there to possibly embark on a new career training. All right, getting a degree in a field that could be financially rewarding and intrinsically rewarding as well. It's a school that can give you world-class student support so you never feel left out. They've got great opportunities and programs for you to earn, job projection for growth, flexible term starts, 24/7 online accessibility. They also have a very extensive portfolio of degree programs with some of the lowest tuition rates across the country. And quite often you can transfer up to 90 credits toward any undergraduate degree that they offer. Different courses might include network security, application security, incident response, and investigation through their online BS and cybersecurity, one that I feel is quite compelling for a lot of you out there. So using our partner link down here in the description, as well as here on the screen, you guys can see it, snhu.edu/sneed. You can check out their programs, get more information, register for courses, and sign up for your future. Consider SNHU for your future coursework needs and getting a career in something very rewarding. Check them out, link is in the description. Verizon isn't playing the satellite game like T-Mobile and AT&T. I made a video about this, and maybe some of you caught it, and maybe some of you didn't. But AT&T is dumping money into the research along with AST to have satellite services for their network. That's been going on for a couple of years now. Hey, I've been saying for a long time, I thought AST was furthest along when it came to the satellite to phone connectivity. All right, so I'm a big fan of that backup plan, right? Like, you don't have terrestrial cell coverage, there's no towers around. I don't know, you're 30 miles away from the nearest tower site. You had to make a call, you would just route over the satellite connection on your smartphone. You don't have to buy a separate satellite phone, you don't have to, have a separate plan for it or anything like that. It's just built in. You've got it included, and it just works seamlessly. Now, how AT&T is going to do this, I don't know. Is AT&T going to charge you by the minute? Pete, you remember the night and weekend minutes with AT&T? Maybe they'll do that. So I have no idea. But I will tell you guys this. While AT&T and AST got a good thing going on, and while T-Mobile and SpaceX have a good thing going on with respect to the satellite network thing, Verizon literally doesn't want to do it. Verizon wants no parts of this. Now, previously we had speculated, right? We had no reason to believe it was happening for sure. We speculated that the relationship between Verizon and Amazon might yield something that could involve phones at some point. It looks like that's not going to happen. So the Project Kuiper thing that's going on with Verizon, I think that's going to end up being a backhaul deal only. I don't think we're ever going to see that whole cell phone thing. They said it doesn't make business sense for them to invest resources, allocate spectrum, dump money into the satellite investment just to get some people some connections in these random moments. Because what they're basically saying is you'll hardly ever need it. You'll hardly ever be connected to it. Why put in all these resources for it? They basically said, get an iPhone and you'll have connectivity on SOS. That's what Verizon said. And look, you run the business metrics and you're just like, that's okay, But here's the thing, and this is what I said in my video. What if I don't have an iPhone? What if I'm an Android person? I don't have, Apple SOS on my Galaxy or on my Pixel or on my Moto or whatever phone I got. So basically Verizon's telling you, you got to have an iPhone on our network if you're going to be out in the middle of Boone's farm with no signal, you're trying to call or text or whatever, you're going to be doing it over SOS on the iPhone. So here's the quote from Joe Russo, who is the network president. He said, certainly we care and we pay attention to it. He's talking about space-based connectivity, the satellites. The quote extends on. He says, we like that Apple has already enabled it. The iPhone 14 and 15, which serves a large percentage of customers if they need the SOS service. So Basically, Verizon says, get an iPhone 14 or 15, and you'll have the SOS feature. You know, they don't want to invest into satellite. The business model is, you look at what T-Mobile's doing, is T-Mobile's giving PCS spectrum away from their terrestrial network, and they're putting it, to the SpaceX Starlink service, right? They're launching gear that's up on the satellites that broadcasting those licenses. Yeah, so and I think AT&T with AST, I don't think AT&T is utilizing any of their own spectrum. I think AST is going to be doing that, right? So they've got a little bit of a different approach to theirs. Maybe that's something that Verizon explores at a later time, but as of right now, Verizon doesn't like the business of this. They don't like the numbers, the metrics, don't support it. So they're out on direct to satellite. If you want satellite connectivity, you're going to either get it from AT&T or you are going to get it from T-Mobile. You will not be getting it from Verizon. Verizon said, get your ass an iPhone and use their SOS. That's it. EM says, what's the ROI on this project? There it is. I mean, that's the main question. It's the return on investment. You're going to dump, $1 billion into a project that's going to connect folks less than 1% of the time, maybe less than 0.5% of the time.